Can you hear me? Whoever's here, can you hear me? My microphone went out. I think it died because I was on for so long. So I need to charge it, but I switched over. So let me know if you can hear me. Yay. Okay. There's only 2 on. I don't know how many of you guys will be on. Okay, so I don't know. Where did I leave off? I was just talking. Well, hopefully maybe I can find a better one because I'm usually on for a while. I was actually on for 3 hours and 50 minutes on this one, so lasted quite a while. Hi again. Dang, I had a lot of people on at the end, so everyone's probably going to bed. Is this microphone clear? This is just on my webcam that I had hooked up. Okay. Well, this is, it stopped at the thank you stamp? So you didn't see any of this? Okay. I'm trying to think what I was saying. I was saying that I got this thank you stamp I got at Michael's, and I use it on all of my invoices. I love it. And I use this is the best ink pad. It doesn't smear or smudge or anything. You seen but couldn't hear you. Okay. Okay. Well, what I was saying was it seals up, obviously. They seal it right here. But then I just always put my own water activated tape on there just so that when they open the mailbox, they can see like who it's from. It's just like a special touch, I guess. Maybe just to me, but I like it. And then this part right here where it overlaps, your packing slip will go over that. So that's where I left off, I think. But when I get my sets of nursing pads, like the 7 sets, or even more than that, like I'll put them in here. Or I have a bigger one too that I use that I'll use for that as well. But when I get, so that was this one. So sometimes if I don't have their order slip printed out yet, to keep it like together so I don't mix them up, I just put it back in their envelope. And then that way I know that I need to print their label out, and I'll do that in the morning. So I need to print these out. I'm going to set them over here. Okay. So now I have a set right here that's only 3 of them. So I do sets of 1, 3, or 7. And each set is 2 pads because you have 2 breasts. And like I said, I only put the wrap around the very first one so that when they open the package, they can see it. And on the back is all the instructions. I do it the same way to every one. But the reason why I package them separately is because in the beginning, people had questions like to me, it's a no-brainer when I see the word set. What does that mean? Like, it means a pair. So there's 2 pads to a set. And so she was confused, like, I thought it was 7 pieces. I'm like, no, there's 1 set, 3 sets, or 7 sets, and each set has 2 pads. So now, because she ordered 3 sets, I package them individually. That way there's 1 set, 2 sets, and 3 sets. That way they're like, there's no confusion. And that's why I packaged the other one with 7 sets. They all individually, each pair has their own packaging. That way there's no discrepancy. So with those, I'll use these right here because there's not that many of them. So I just put them in. And I always face this way towards the back because this is where she's going to open it. And I just put them in there like that. They're just no special way to do it. I just do it that way. And so then I'm going to stick this back in here. Is this microphone fuzzy? Can you hear me good? Oh, we're getting a few more people on now. Okay, so I don't know why, but I always circle my coupon on the bottom and then my code. And then I stamp it. Same stamp every time. I use that. Nice. Maybe I should just use this then. I don't know. I just feel like the microphone is a lot like crisper, I guess. And like I said, I give them my business card and then also my care instructions card. And then I write her a note. And I want her to give me a review. So these are my cards and they say, please leave me a review, or I'd love a review. And so I put that in all of them too, so that they write me a review. And her name is another Sarah Osmond. Let's see. Thank you, Sarah. I hope you love these organic nursing pads. I always put organic because it just reiterates the fact that they are organic, because a lot of people want that organic fabric. So I just make sure I have it in there. And I just line them up. Put it in here. I get these little bags. They're like 8x8 squares. I get them on Amazon. I love them. They're just like craft bags. I put my sticker on the back of each one, just like that. And then her label will go right here. So I stick that in there because I don't have her label yet. I did not print them out. And then this one is just a single one, but I'll probably just still use the same bag because it is so small. This is like the smallest one I have, really. I mean, I could use my other poly mailer, but this is just nicer. And it matches. I like that they like kind of match. I think it's weird that somebody just buys like one, but you do you, right? What time is it where you guys are? Is it late? Teresa. hope you love. I do the same thing mostly, but sometimes I change it up. But tonight it's I hope you love kind of night. I hope you love these organic. Nursing pads. Okay, so there's her invoice every single time. Her invoice, her thank you card, her review card. I put that behind her thank you card because I want her to see that first. And then my business card. And then I put the care instruction. I do this on everything. They all get the same. It doesn't matter what it is, they all get the same. Even though she only ordered one, maybe she'll come back and order more. My sticker. And then it's ready to go. So there's that. I'm going to go grab that blanket and I'm going to show you guys how I wrap my blanket up. So give me 1 second. Okay. So this is the order's not ready to go yet, but I wanted to wrap this blanket for you guys so you can see. Let me see who's all here now. Hey. Thank you so much. What's your name, Cottage Willow? Oh my gosh, it's late. It's 12:50 here, so I'm an hour before you. But oh my gosh. Wow, you're in Australia? Thank you for coming on here. Okay, so this is the blanket that I just made, and I'm going to fold it in half this way. And then my tag is right here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's my tag right there. So then I just got this new tape in, and I'll show you what I'm going to use that for in a second. So usually I do this on my table over there, but I'm going to show you guys right here. So now that it's like folded short ways, I'm going to go up to this right here. And then I'm going to flip it over because what I want is my tag to be on the bottom because I'm going to roll it. And then I want the last rolled layer to be where my tag is up, facing up on top. Hopefully that makes sense. So sometimes this takes more than one try. Because see, like, I don't like that. Like it's too, I want it nice. So then maybe I'll make it so it's only three layers. But I want it nice and neat so that she can see like a little bit of this fuzz down on the bottom. And then what I'll do is I fold this up right here like that. So can you see that? So then when I wrap it over this like that. And that's how it's going to be like that when she gets it. You see that? But so like I flip it over. So I put this down, face down. Can you guys see this? So I put this face down. I'm very like, I have to have everything organized. So then I'm going to flip this over. So that's in the middle. And then this is going to be like squished a little bit, but it's pretty when it's like that. So I do my blankets all different ways. So that's not going to fit. So now I'm going to it's going to look the same, but I'm going to readjust it so that it's just a little bit smaller. And these blankets lay flat, like when you put them in the box. So it's going to be fine. So I'm going to go like this because it didn't work out the other way. And I'm just going to roll it like that. gonna put my, so you just kind of gotta mess with it like that. And then what side do I put my, so it's going to overlap. So I'm gonna put my glue right here on this side. I just got these, this new box, so new one. And I put all my stock down here in that bin. So it's gonna go like that. So I want my glue to be on here, so that when I roll it over, I pull it kind of snug and I line it up perfectly. And then you just push it down. And then I just kind of make sure it looks nice. And then you can like roll it into the middle if it's not centered. I just roll it. And then that's how, can you see that? So when she opens it, she'll be able to see the backing and the front at the same time. And then that's the back, and it has like the instructions on it. And then that's the front. So that's how I do that. And then I put this in a box. So this order is not complete yet, so I'm going to finish that tomorrow. But I'm going to, that's already wrapped and done. And so then I just use a box and I put like the brown crinkle paper in there, and I just make it look pretty. And I think she ordered an outfit, so then I'll fold the outfit up and put that in there. And when I put them in a box like that, I don't wrap them all up in the in these. I just put them in there, like really pretty in there. So let me see if I have anything else to. I don't think I have anything else to wrap up. I think I already wrapped it all up. So those of you that did not get cut off the last time, do you have any questions for me? Let me see. Were you guys on my last live? I know maybe some of you were, not all of you. My live got cut off because my microphone died. So this is the messy part of my garage. This is actually my inventory from when I did, so that's all my teether stuff over there. This is my, I don't know, backdrop stuff for pictures. I do like this stuff right here is for pictures. All this stuff in the bins, this is all from markets that I used to do. And then my, and those white bins right there, that's where I keep like all of my like wooden rings. So up on top, where's my finger going? All this stuff right here up on top, that's all my teether stuff. So those are designated for teethers. I have another dresser on the other side this way that is designated for like my blankets and whatnot. So over, let's see, you can see my car. Let's see, follow my finger. So right there behind those red chairs, that's my photo booth station over there. I'm going to do a tour of that when I can get on my phone and do lives on my phone. But this is my whole work area from the shipping station. That's what it looks like. So I work all back there every day. So if you're new here, this is my RV garage, and I use it as my workshop. Thank you. Shipping, packaging it's not hard, but in the beginning, it's just like difficult to figure out like what you want it to look like. So once you get that down, then it's super easy after that. What made me decide to go organic? I don't know, actually, because it is more expensive. but I think it was actually sewing it. You can tell the difference between a regular fabric versus an organic fabric. And I sew a lot of clothing. And so like just being able to breeze right through an outfit with no problems with the organic fabric that I use, and then trying to sew with a cotton fabric or any other kind of fabric that anyone would use, I can just tell the difference between the quality of the fabric. And I think that is what, and then that and the fact that a lot of people now want organic. And so it was just like a huge seller whenever they see that word organic. So mainly that, but then also the quality of the fabric, just sewing, it made it so much easier to sew it. I wouldn't have a fuss like sitting down in the sewing outfit. It just sewed really nicely is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so when we looked at this house, like literally before we moved here, I had like the bay window in our master bedroom. And so I had 2 desks that I got at Costco, and they're just rectangle desks, but they like folded out. And so like you could have like a skinnier desk, or when it folded out, it was double that size. So that was really good for our room because I could fold it back up or I could leave it out. Well, then my business was growing. So I would always just leave the tables out, and it took up like our whole half of the room. And so when we came and looked at this house, like we walked through the garage, and we don't have a boat or an RV or anything like that. So it was like lightning went off in my head. Like, oh my gosh, I can totally use this space. And I didn't say anything, but I actually did look at my husband because there's a workbench over there where I sewed the blanket earlier. And that was what I saw. That I was like, oh my gosh, this could be my sewing station. Like my sewing machine would fit perfectly over here. And then that led to other things and other things and other things. And now I literally take up the whole garage plus some of the other part of the garage for my photo booth over there. So it's just like expanding. And actually this whole area that we're in right now was supposed to be our game area. So we could play darts because there's a dart thing up there. This right here is actually a ping pong table because we used to play ping pong on here, but it works out super good because it's so big that I just spread all my stuff out on it, and the net in the middle like separates my like to go shipping order. Like whenever an order is ready to be shipped out, I lay it there. That way I can just grab it, come over to this station, wrap it up, and then put it back. So I use this half of it for shipping, and then the other half of it is for open orders. So all of those things right there, this right here, there's this, and then on the other side, there's another one. Those are all open orders. So all those orders I keep over there, and that's how I like distribute like what I'm working on. So one rack is for rompers, the other rack is for like leggings and bummies, and then I have a blanket rack. And then also on the other side where my embroidery machine is, I put all my things to be embroidered, I put over there. So I'm a freak about organization. So I just try to keep everything like where it needs to be. My computer is way down here. That's why I keep looking down. Sorry. Yeah, the ping pong table. My husband's like, are we ever going to play ping pong again? I'm like, probably not. I've been sewing for I'm not even a professional, but for my business, I've been sewing since 2017. So like the end of 2017. So I'm probably like 3 years, but like really seriously about it for the last like year and a half. Because the first year and a half, I just kind of was learning, teaching myself because I'm self-taught. So I was just like watching tutorials, like trying to figure out how to make, because I make my own patterns. So I was like trying to figure out how to do that. I didn't go to like design school or anything like that. So it was just like trying to figure all that out. Like I would make something and then try it on my children, and then I would have to adjust it from there. So it was just like doing one thing like after another and then having to fix it. So it was just like a work in progress for about a year and a half. And then I finally started like getting sales and getting busy. And then when that starts happening, you start building up all this like momentum and you have faith that you can do it. And then you learn from your mistakes as you go. And then that was what led me into like finding different fabrics and finding different places to order things from. And then also like taking stuff off of my shop that like I don't want to make anymore, but I was just having it up there because I just thought it was fun to make, or it was cute, or whatever you think when you put something up in the very beginning. And so then I had like went through my whole website and took like a bunch of stuff off. And now I'm just like specialized in like baby clothing, blankets, birthday shirts, and then like the teething part. So those are like my categories that I do. But like I used to do random stuff. Like I am in a shop locally, so I still do like bibs and burp cloths and stuff like that. But I give her inventory like once a month, sometimes every other month, depending on how busy I am. So it just depends. But I didn't for my website. I just strictly stick to the stuff that sells really good for me and my business. You're on here at 9. Thank you guys so much for joining. I was on a different live if you were on there and my microphone just died. So I'm like, I have to finish out like what I started. I was just packaging up my orders and I'm done doing that now. So right now I'm just kind of talking and answering questions. So if you want to watch my whole live, if you didn't get to see it, it's just the one right before this live. And I think it was a really long live. So you might have to piece it together. Like when I watch a really long live, I'll watch some while I'm working and then while I'm laying down or resting or whatnot. So yeah, it's a long one. Thank you, Karen. I just started. I'm new. I am now doing lives every Monday, but like this live tonight was just a work with me or work along live where I have orders to do. So I work through them as much as I can while explaining to you guys what I'm doing. But next Monday, I'll be doing a tutorial sort of live. So every other Monday, I'll do tutorials. And then every other Monday, I'll do a regular live. So I'm asking everyone to either comment on the live that we did before this, or even this one, and let me know what you guys want me to teach you guys, because it would really help me figuring out the content for each Monday, or every other Monday, I should say. And then tomorrow night, normally, Gabby from Best of Both Worlds Co. does a live on Tuesday nights, but tomorrow night she's not going to be able to do her live, but she will be doing it on Wednesday night. So not tomorrow, but Wednesday she'll be doing hers, and I believe it's at 6:30 Central Standard Time. So I have partnered up with, there's 3 of us. It's myself, Gabby, and Connie, and we switch off. So like I do Monday nights, Connie does Sunday. So last night she had Bummy tutorial, and then Tuesday nights is Gabby. But again, not tomorrow night. She's going to take over on Wednesday and then start back up normal again. So something to look forward to. It's just something fun if you want to learn something new, or just watch while you're working or cooking or whatever, cleaning, anything you want. But it's just something fun to do for us besides working, and we get to teach people and just have fun with it and see what everyone wants to see. So it's fun for me. It gets me out of my work zone. So I'm not a teacher. I taught myself all this, so I do my best. I don't know all the terminology for everything that I do. I try, but I just have fun. I just have fun with it. Good night, Latasha. Watched your last work along while I was working. Love your channel. I found you after I watched Angela Jasmina. You popped up as a recommended channel. Glad you did. Oh my gosh, that makes me so happy. I can't believe I popped up after her. I'm like literally brand new. I don't have anything compared to her. She's amazing. Her channel, I watch her channel all the time. She's awesome. And I think I have, I don't even know how many videos I have now, but not very many. I just started literally like 4 weeks ago is when I started. And I'm going to start putting out more content, but I just started getting the editing down to where I can do it fast. So my last video that I edited was originally when I uploaded it into my computer, it was 2 hours and 50 minutes long. And then I brought it down to like 25 minutes, I think. So that my last video I posted the other day was like 23 minutes. But it's just like speeding up the process and stuff. Like I didn't take anything out. It's just like on fast motion. So you guys don't have to sit there forever because my lives are long and you can't fast forward lives. So I am a YouTube baby. 4 weeks. And I'm halfway to 1,000 subscribers. My goal, hopefully, I won't say by the end of the month because that's pretty high standard. But my goal is to get 1,000 subscribers only because you can use your phone when you get to 1,000 subscribers. And I move around a lot because I have different stations. Like I'm over on the opposite side of my garage is my workstation. So I have like a lot of different things going on when I'm doing lives, and I want to just be able to like take you guys with me instead of having all these cords attached. I literally have you on a tripod, hooked up to the computer, hooked up to the charger so it doesn't die. I had my microphone on, which did die. That's why I'm on this new live. So a phone would just be much easier to use, is what I'm saying. Plus the angle, I can get you guys right up in there in the grooves of what I'm doing. Like I have so much detail that I want to show you guys. I hope so. I don't know what's good because I'm brand new to YouTube, so I have no idea how fast you can grow or should grow or what the numbers are. I have no idea. What I am struggling with is my lives. Like, excuse me, every time I go to get on a live, I think this was actually the first time that I opened this live up and I didn't have any issues. Every single live that I've had has gotten disconnected. Like right when I open it up, it disconnects, or my microphone isn't working, or the camera's not working, or something. And I'm just like, what is, it's so hard. But I'm learning. It takes time, I guess. All right, guys. Well, if you don't have any more questions for me, I think I'm going to call it a night. But you can hop on my last live before this one. It's 3.5 or 4 hours long. So, like I said, you might want to piece it apart. But yeah, it's a learning curve for sure. I worked on blankets. I worked on embroidery. I do personalized baby blankets. So I did a couple of personalized baby blankets. I did a Lovey and a regular size blanket. Actually, I did this same exact blanket, except for this one doesn't have a name on it. But the one that I did like this over there on my last live, I had a name on it. So I shows that. I did a romper. Yeah, I did a few things on there. So I just kind of went back and forth between things. So if you're bored and you want something to watch, go ahead and watch my last live. So thank you guys all so much for joining me right now. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day, night. I know one of you is in Australia. I'm in Scottsdale, Arizona. So it is 1:15 here. So anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you guys next time. Subscribe if you're not subscribing, and please give me a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much. Have a good night. Bye.